This is Sonic, and you're watching JD Frank 20.
What is up, everybody? And I have some interesting news right here by Culture Crave. Sega says its first Super game is on track to be released by March of 2026. So Sonic's 35th birthday? Interesting. The budget is expected to be over $800 million. Interesting, huh? Yeah, Sega aims to create multiple cutting-edge AAA titles that push the boundaries of traditional gaming experiences and leverage the range of its technologies. Alright, that's interesting right here. Alright, before we go off, let's state something serious right here. None of this was stated by Tails Channel or Sonic Stadium or any other reliable gaming sources. So again, take this all with a grain of salt. Second of all, Sega ain't spending no $800 million on one game. It's very impractical, and such a huge amount of money is this whole cost of producing and marketing multiple Sonic games and producing and marketing 2 to 3 Sonic the Hedgehog movies. Like, that's just asinine that $800 million is needed for a Sonic the Hedgehog title, even for a Super game. Like, no. I mean, what is this game? What? That's the kind of budget you would spend on the Grand Theft Auto series, GTA 6 at least. So let's be real here. Now I can see the possibility of Microsoft being the ones to fund this game if they're gonna spend this kind of money. I even made a tweet about this. You know, I could see Microsoft spending $1 billion for the exclusive rights for the Super game made by Sega. Just like how Apple paid Sega for Sonic Dream Team for the development costs and the rights to that game. I could see something like that happening, and meanwhile Sony and Nintendo would get nothing, obviously, because Microsoft has an exclusive with them. And remember, this is Microsoft we're talking about here. Microsoft's not even they're just buying out companies and studios. They're not even coming up with original intellectual properties anymore. They're done with that. They're just gonna buy out all these studios, get all the exclusivities, and basically Nintendo and Sony have to fend for themselves. You know, and right now Sony's in a worse state right now, trust me, especially what's been going on as of late. Nintendo could get by with their first party titles and second party titles, but as far as third party, no. I mean, what you've seen with Sonic Dream Team, that was just a taste of what you got. You know, it's going to be behind an Apple paywall nonetheless. And now Microsoft saying, you know what, we got a ton of money. They got more them and Apple have a ton of money. They could offer Sega $1 billion just to get the exclusive rights. And you know the game's going to be running great if they have a $1 billion budget to work with. And Microsoft is funding the game just so they get the exclusive rights for it. And Sega could say, you know what, $1 billion? I'm not going to say no to that. Fuck the fan base. The fan base ain't gonna go out there and buy this game. Do you honestly think that Sega's gonna sell 15 or 20 million copies of this Super game? Be realistic here. Sonic Frontiers barely broke 3.5 million sales during that stretch. And they got lucky on that. Let's be real here. Sonic Superstars, it did okay, it did good numbers, but Japan is the market you have to nail, and they can't even do that, where 5%, they're only getting 5% of their sales from Japan, while 95% of their other sales are going through the West and all their other markets. I'm telling you, all the future of video gaming is going to be Microsoft, Apple, all these big corporations wanting exclusivity. I could see Sega say, you know what? Maybe we should take this $1 billion offer from Microsoft. They're giving us $1 billion budget to make this Super game. Let's say the game's gonna cost $700 million, and then Sega could pocket the rest of the money. That's $300 million of profit they made. Plus, the game's already complete with a $700 million budget because Microsoft gave them $1 billion to work with. Microsoft gets the exclusive rights. Sega has to market the game for Microsoft, and that's it. Microsoft could care less. Microsoft's not even the same anymore. They're buying up studios here and there. $1 billion is nothing to Microsoft. They'd rather pay $1 billion to make that game a Microsoft exclusive, and I'm telling you all right now, maybe that's the direction that Sega's gonna go in. Yeah, again, like I stated before, remember, Sega spent $776 million on Rovio Studios just this year alone. The deal was already finalized, so where the hell is Sega getting all this fucking money? $776 million for Rovio Studios just for the rights of Angry Birds? Like, and now $800 million budget? Where are they getting this kind of money? It's ridiculous. You know? Again, these funds have to come from somewhere. Let's be real here. Maybe they have a private backer, or maybe Microsoft or one of these bigger companies want to get an exclusive. like I said, that's why I stated, you know what? It would not surprise me if Microsoft were to offer $1 billion budget to Sega for the exclusive rights of whatever their mainline game is going to be for 2026. If they're treating it like a super game, it might be Sonic Adventure 3. Again, I'm just spitballing here. It can be. And then Sonic Adventure 3 would only be exclusive for Microsoft's console, and that's it, nowhere else. Probably PC as well, since Microsoft is open to working with PC. They've done it before. So I can see that happening. I mean, whatever happened with Apple Arcade and Sonic Dream Team, that was just a small taste. Because remember, Sega is still making money off that. You know, Apple Arcade does have an install base, I get it, but at the end of the day, Sega got paid, they got what they wanted. They knew the customers would be upset about this, but again, you know, they're doing what's best for business. Because again, you know, these executives, they're all slaves to shareholders. They got to do what's best for the company. And right now, it's no surprise, too, why Sega is also laying off people and laying off studios. Because again, it's the end of the year. All corporations are doing that. They're having massive layoffs to make their quarter look strong. And then it's just business, people. This is basic economics 101. Ask me, what would you do with that kind of money to make the ultimate Sonic the Hedgehog game? And be realistic. I gotta go. Peace out.